I mean, the smart yield, we heard about this earlier that, we got people from all sort of range that could get into crypto, right? And easily better, it's people buying, everyone say, I want to hodl. And hodling is great, it's the first step into crypto, right? But hodling is not sufficient to really make sure that we're going to be using this technology, right? If you're just investing and just leaving it there, you're not actually giving the service of what technology is, which is essentially to make things work, right? So the YODLing perspective, we started in late 2020. It started extremely well with Bitcoin, Ether, and so many different other ones. But we started to look at, is this the perfect way for everyone? Maybe let's concentrate first on what's happening into this market, right? There's staking that you guys know is how you stake on different protocols. There's lending in DeFi, how you go on different cool platforms such as Aave and other different DeFi projects. There's some mixing of ways to get some leverage and have higher different yields. And then last but not least, there's some power auctions that happened this year were quite cool. These are all great ways to get into yields for people that are less than 0.1% of the planet. This first is highly complicated. It is a big mess how to get into this, right? You need your MetaMask, then you need to go onto one chain, look on another chain. You have to look on different, if there's parachains, then you have to look into the platform. You have to look if you're good at Solidity, looking at the smart contract, look at cybersecurity risk, looking at the oracles. Then after that, you have to look at, what are the underlyings? Is there the possibility of this whole thing to cascade and to blow up? Is there other threats that are not seen right now? There's so many different barriers that goes to this, right? So this is not for Mr. Everyone. Like, I don't believe that anyone's over 80 that's in DeFi today, right? And doing this. This is way too complicated. And even if you master all these skills, right? And you do this, you have to pay the gas fees, right? Which are very high. So this is not a real way to democratize. Most of these platforms have less than 10,000 or 15,000 users actually. It's usually big whales, right? Institutional, smart people that have been into this game forever. And more importantly, they do that with a big amount of assets. And even if you have all of that, well, do you really want to spend your time doing liquidity pools, looking at this thing all the time? Probably not.
At Swissborg, because one size do not fit all, we felt the urge to converge from a 1D to 3D. So what does it mean? It means that being a user of the Wealth app, you will be able to invest, to yield according to your risk appetite, your commitment that you're ready to take, and as well the payout that you prefer. Okay, let's play a role play, right? Just to better explain to the audience what does it concretely means. Jackie, can you tell us more about your investment conviction?
So I have a very low risk tolerance. I'm okay taking a lower return as long as I know I'm not going to lose the assets I already have. I'm also very loyal when I find an asset I like. If I find something I believe in, I'm going to be invested for the next 5, 10, 20 years. It doesn't matter to me if I can't access that. If it's locked up for the next year, the next 2 years, that's fine because I would have been holding it anyway.
Very good. So we'll have a solution for you. Staking will be designed exactly for your need. You will earn 5% a year, and you will have to commit for a long period of time. Cyrus, what can you tell?
Well, besides obviously CHSB that I'm holding for life and YODLing for life, I think so I'm an active trader, so I like to pick a lot of different tokens. I like to have a decent yield, but at least have a highly liquid, like that could get in and out. And that for me is what I think is the most important.
Very good, because you're a guy that needs not to commit for a long period of time, exactly what you need. So you'll have access to DeFi farming, where you can risk to lose your capital, of course, and you have a 4% APY, and you only need to commit for 24 hours. What about you, Alex?
I love poker and blackjack, so I want to make as much cash as possible.
We'll have a multi-strategy for you. You can earn up to 40%.
40%?
And you have to commit for 7 days, and your capital will be at risk, but it's the best strategy I can see for you. Myself, I'm a much more complex investor. I like to have the opportunity to earn very big, but I don't want to lose my capital. So myself, I will go for a bullish note that will protect my capital. APY will be uncertain. I will have to have some commitment, but I know my capital is protected. Just to sum up how the evolution will take place in the app. So we will start with proof of stake. Proof of stake are great because they provide any user a very low risk. Commitment can be, significant, but risk is very low. For people that want to trade, that want to keep their asset very liquid, that they can do whatever they want, we are working on liquid yield, which means that from the moment you transfer to the app with your crypto, you will start to earn yield. No commitment. No commitment at all. For the people that want to explore the DeFi space, we will continue to act as a bridge toward this ecosystem that you can get all the best APY that exist within this world. And for the people that always look for the best and smartest combination, we will have more advanced yield strategies. And in the long future, this is our goal as well, to provide IDO, IFO, and as well Polkadot, Parachain auction, for example, and all these very complex events that happen within blockchain that are very difficult to follow, but that will be accessible directly from the app. To enable this evolution, to create this revolution, we need to start somewhere. Our goal for the year that comes is to become the leader in a proof-of-stake protocol, to allow all our users, through best UX, market with a large range of choice, adaptive payout, and additional reward to get the best experience that exists with proof of stake.